This is the story of perhaps one of the most important campouts I've ever been on. To understand the significance of all this, let's rewind the clock just a bit. It was the summer of 2020. Most of us had just graduated high school, COVID was still in full swing, and so was summer. My friends and I love camping. It's what brought us together in the first place, it's how we bond. Overall, it's near and dear to all of our hearts. Our annual summer camp trip for that year was to be canceled. Or so we thought. We got word in mid-June that this trek could be made possible, but it would need an extra amount of planning due to the virus. After many emails and a few meetings on the logistics of things, we figured out a way to safely put together a trek down the local and historic Erie Canal. The plan was to put in at a local town, canoe for the day, stop for lunch, canoe down, set up camp, sleep over, canoe a little further, come back, pack up, and that would be that. So we did just that, and everything, for the most part, went according to plan. We were able to put in, the sun was out, the weather was nice, forgot my water bottle, but, life happens. And so began one of the most enjoyable campouts I have ever been on. Our campsite was spectacular. We all just enjoyed being in each other's company as the sun set and the weather settled nice, and I think we all forgot just a little bit the world that we've been living in since March. This is the second day. We're headed to Palmyra today through the lock, right over there. Just eating breakfast here now. The next morning, everybody woke up. We had breakfast. Everyone was a little sleepy from all we had done the day before. Almost everyone was sunburnt. Ironically, I was the only one who had escaped that, so cheers to that. And we were off. We got to experience the canal's lock opening and the water draining out all in our canoes, which was a great experience. See, the Erie Canal is a historical landmark of Rochester. I mean, all of us kids have been to it in one form or fashion over the years, and field trips, school trips, whatever. But nevertheless, this was still pretty cool. I had never done this before, so an exciting experience all around. But there we were, just going down the canal. Of course, it started sprinkling, started raining, because what campout would be complete without a little rain? A little while later, we all got out and met a guy who they called the Lockmaster. He told us all about the history of the Erie Canal and that lock in particular. It's kind of funny, I had no idea who he was initially, so I just kind of went with the flow. But anyways, after that, we got in our canoes, paddled back, and eventually headed home. I think this campout in particular is so important to me because it really was a reminder of what we were missing. It felt like a return to normal. I mean, of course we still had our masks and still had socially distanced and all that jazz, but, just for a little bit, it felt good to be outside. It felt good to be with friends. Honestly, it felt good to be normal again.